no secret that Joshua did not want this fight. And he didn't want it for a reason, because Deontay Wilder is the most fiercest puncher in boxing history, in heavyweight division history. And I saw that tonight and I felt it. No wonder AJ didn't want no part of that right hand. He can't move like me, he'd have been nailed.
Tyson Fury says that Deontay Wilder would decimate not only Anthony Joshua, but also Dillian Whyte. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, link in the description. Tyson Fury, he did an interview and he said some interesting things that I want to talk about. Before I get into that, sign up for Patreon. You don't want to miss it. I got some stuff coming, some heat. We're doing different things on the channel, and I'm incorporating the Patreon and YouTube channel members. So you guys may have seen some of the videos. If not, you will if you subscribe to my channel. Patreon link in the description. To become a YouTube channel member with the same perks, all you have to do is hit the join button below on this video right here, and let's get it. That's the next thing I'm building up. Tyson Fury, he did an interview, and this is what he had to say, and I quote. He says, "I have to give it to Deontay Wilder. He has got the bottle, and he wanted to fight the best. When I was out of the ring and retired, he tried fighting Anthony Joshua twice, and it was going on for ages. We all know that. They offered him $80 million for a 2-fight deal, and I know a few people who saw proof of the funds and people who I definitely trust, and he refused it. I don't think they are going to get any bigger paydays than that. They refused it because they were scared to get chinned by the Bronze Bomber." So Tyson Fury is saying that he's seen proof of the funds from people he don't think would be lying. And, you know, he's connected with Top Rank in the business and Frank Warren. And he says he's seen proof that Joshua was offered money, but they didn't want to get sparked out by Wilder. Once again, he says they offered him $80 million for a 2-fight deal. And I know a few people who saw proof of the funds and people I definitely trust, and Joshua refused it. I don't think they're going to get any bigger paydays than that. They refused it because they were scared of getting chinned by Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber. Wilder beats Joshua 100,000%. Wilder beats Joshua, Dillian Whyte, and Gerald Miller. One touch from the Bronze Bomber, Wilder, and their faces are gone forever. Wilder would do Whyte and Joshua like he did Dominic Breazeale. He would put them unconscious in 1 round. Wow. They do not have the skills that I've got. This cannot be touched. I just want to see them fight because they keep calling Wilder this and that, but they have no defense, and as soon as he touches them, they are gone. Could they walk him down without any feints or footwork? Please. They will be number 44 and 45 on his record. I would back Wilder to knock them out for sure." End quote from the WBC ring champion Tyson Fury. Now, I told you this is going to be a phenomenal year for us, Eagles Army. It's another day in the office. New media. We control the narrative. This is not shocking. I think Tyson Fury, he says a lot of stuff, a lot of which I don't agree with, like what he was saying about Winston Churchill and stuff like that. But I think he hit the nail on the head. I think Wilder, people have this notion based on the Fury's second fight, which I have concerns about, but I'm going to spare this video for that. But I have concerns about the second Wilder Fury fight and the outcome, how it came about. But either way, people think that they're going to just go in there and do what Tyson Fury did. And it's not that sweet, and it's not that simple in my view. Reason being is because Tyson Fury is a behemoth. He's 6'9", and he moves better than a lot, majority, like probably all of the heavyweight division. I think Wilder moves well, but it's not necessarily upper body and like pure defense. I think Wilder moves very lean and agile and athletic. Tyson Fury has better defense than a lot of guys, right? The upper body movements and the herky jerky, you know, doing all these moves and stuff and feints. So if you ain't doing that, then you gonna have a shootout with Wilder. You know, Dillian White, that's the only style he knows. So he would have to catch Wilder and hope it's good night Irene. If not, it would be a knockout for him. But it's funny because new media, everything I've been saying has come to pass. Everything, you know, regarding these situations. Now you have Tyson Fury, who's agreeing with Ego and Boxing Ego and saying that he's seen proof of the funds. But the UK was just saying that, oh, Wilder's lying. He doesn't have $50 million. Eddie Hearn was telling you this. Didn't Eddie Hearn say something like, oh, it's just some guy from Alabama that sent us an email and there was really no money. There was really no offer because Wilder doesn't have that kind of money. And the UK fans, they did a bunch of this and they ran with all that stuff Eddie Hearn was saying. Now you have one of your own champion who beat Wilder, who's still giving Wilder props and saying these other guys from my country, Wilder would erase their face. He would erase their face. That's what Tyson Fury's saying. So it shows you what he really feels about Wilder. Now, I know Tyson Fury does the showmanship and sometimes he talks crap about Wilder, but clearly he respects him because Joshua has 3 belts. That's why I told you in boxing, belts don't always tell the full story because Joshua has the most belts in the division, yet people will favor Fury to beat him, and he only got 1, 2 with the Ring Magazine belt. You know, Tyson Fury fought Wilder and stopped him, and Wilder no longer has a belt, yet Tyson Fury is telling you, the guy from his own country, right, that has majority of the belts in the division, he's saying he would get knocked out in 1 round, him and Dillian, and they would get Dominic Breazealed. So I think the Ruiz fights, I've said the same thing. Listen to what Tyson Fury is saying and look what I've said on my channel. You know, it's really checkmate. New media, we control the narrative. People from the UK particularly, they kept putting Dillian's name in the hat and acting like, oh, 400 days, 510, 570 days, and they're doing this countdown. And then I'm asking and I'm thinking to myself, do you guys really believe that Dillian White is the guy that would beat Deontay Wilder? Because they keep pressing for like they want this fight. Now all of a sudden Tyson Fury beats Wilder and he has the belt. And these same UK fans, I don't even see him clamoring for Dillian White to get his title shot anymore. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury and Eddie Hearn are putting out basically fake news and allegedly dropping Daniel Kinahan and putting out this news that Fury Joshua's done, totally overlooking and forgetting about Dillian White and forgetting what, you know, about the 500, 600, 800 days and the agony of him waiting. I thought the UK wanted Dillian White when Wilder had the belt. I thought they wanted him to get the fight so bad, but now all of a sudden we see people's true colors. So it's all fake to me. Tyson Fury, I think he's being honest here. I think he believes that Wilder would beat both of them, and I think there's a lot of fans that believe that. So it's looking bad for old media per usual, because at the end of the day, old media, they talking about Wilder twerking and Fury whooped his ass and this, that, and the third, yet and still you have an outspoken person like Tyson Fury who holds a win over Wilder and took his belt, yet all the stupid stuff the fans are saying, talking about Wilder twerking and it's over for him, and the person who beat him ain't even saying that. The person who beat him is paying respect. Tyson Fury, in case you guys don't know, he also made a statement that he says he's not looking past to Joshua Fury. You got to take it one fight by one fight, because he said Wilder could knock me out in the round. You know, and he said he's not sure that Joshua can even make it to an undisputed unification, meaning he doesn't know if he can even keep winning. So once again, old media looks crazy. They're trying so hard to shame Wilder for losing and 45-pound suit and this and that, but clearly Tyson Fury, who beat him, has the utmost respect for Wilder's ability, because why a lot of the UK I've seen are like in boxing at least, they have this bias, this natural innate bias where Tony Bellew will say, you know, AJ and Fury and Dillian White and everybody beats Wilder, and they tend to stick with their own British champions and British fighters. They seem like the British fighter can do no wrong. But then now you have Tyson Fury, who's on record, on wax, going against his own countrymen, saying that they would get flattened. They would be the next Brazil. They would be number 44 and 45 on the Wilder hit list. So, I mean, it is what it is. You tell me who's winning. The new medium. That's what it is. Sign up for ESPN Plus. They got a ton of original content, shows like Detail. They got archive fights, UFC, and boxing. So you guys might want to check that out. Use my link in the description. It does help my channel grow in a phenomenal way. So I keep putting out new stuff for you guys and more and more. I'm buying some little gadgets for the channel. So we have everything visual, audio, just everything's on point for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. ESPN Plus, something you might want to look at if you're interested in the content. Get it as a standalone app, or you can bundle it, ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus, all three apps for one price, $12.99. So big words from Tyson Fury. He believes that Wilder, even though he lost, would still beat, he said 100,000% that Wilder would beat Joshua. And I agree with him. I think Joshua has been carefully handcrafted. Eddie Hearn was trying to, in my honest opinion, and I'll probably expand on this, I think that Eddie Hearn he knew Joshua was good. Joshua has talent, but he knew Joshua wasn't ready for the bigger fights like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, or maybe even a Dillian White rematch, which is why he's not fought any of those guys since. He fought Dillian White, but not after being a champion. So Eddie Hearn was trying to help Joshua grow by putting him in mostly calculated fights. Kubrat Pulev and Carlos Takam and, Joseph Parker, safer options. Klitschko coming off of a loss and having an 18-month layoff, being 41 years old, things like that. And he was hoping that Joshua get caught up to speed and, ultimately grow in as a champion. And he was trying to prolong it. But in boxing, if you're a champion, you got the bullseye on your back. There's no let me learn. There's no learning curve. You're a champion. Fighters, challengers, fellow champions, they won't smoke. They want to fight against you. That's just how it goes, And at the end of the day, I think Eddie Hearn's plans were thwarted because, the whole Gerald Miller failed a drug test, needed a sub opponent, and then he ended up losing to somebody out of the woodwork and making Andy Ruiz a lot more relevant than he had even been in the past. So either way, they should have just fought Wilder and let Wilder do it and made more money. But they said all these excuses. Anthony Joshua didn't want to fight in America because he owed it to the British fans, and they built something great and they're tired of traveling. Some people have even speculated that Joshua was on something and that it was harder to beat the drug test and the testing in America, which is why he didn't want to fight Wilder. But nonetheless, no matter what you believe, he didn't fight Wilder. They were both undefeated. Now neither one of them are undefeated. And, you got a fellow countryman saying that he believes that White and Joshua are no match for Wilder. So it looks real bad for all the old media fans who have nothing but negativity to say about Deontay Wilder. Let me know what you guys think. ESPN Plus, link in the description, Patreon and YouTube channel members. Great ways to support the channel. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Can Dillian White or Anthony Joshua beat Wilder? Tyson Fury said he wants to see it and he don't believe it. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.